If you're wondering which mice for video editing are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Logitech MX Master 3S. The king of video editing with its thumb scroll wheel that lets you fly through timelines like butter, and customizable buttons that become your editing shortcuts, making it 8 to 10 times faster to edit videos. The silent clicks are nice, but damn, this thing costs $100, which is a lot of money for a mouse. Though the time savings in editing make it worth every penny. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's basically a time machine for video editors. Razer DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed. This bad boy comes with a Focus X 26K optical sensor that tracks like a bloodhound and has this cool dynamic sensitivity feature that automatically adjusts your speed based on how fast you move. The battery life is insane at 100 hours, but you'll need to shell out extra cash for that fancy 8,000 Hertz polling rate dongle, which honestly you probably don't need for video editing anyway. Would I buy it? Maybe, because while it's great for precision work, it's more of a gaming mouse trying to be professional. Logitech Lift. This vertical chunk of ergonomic goodness feels like giving your hand a spa day with whisper quiet clicks and up to 24 months of battery life on a single AA battery. The learning curve is steeper than Mount Everest though. You might knock it over a few times before getting used to that weird vertical position, and precision work takes some getting used to. Would I buy it? No, because while my wrist would thank me, the precision issues make it a tough sell for serious video editing. Razer Orochi V2. This tiny powerhouse weighs just 60 grams and can run for 950 hours on Bluetooth, making it perfect for editing on the go. The dual wireless options are sweet, but it's so small that unless you have baby hands, long editing sessions might turn your hand into a cramped mess. Would I buy it? Maybe, because while it's great for laptop editing sessions, it's not the most comfortable for marathon editing projects. Logitech G600. Let me tell you about this chunky boy. It's got 20 programmable buttons that you can map to literally any editing function you want, and the G-Shift button doubles that number, making it perfect for a quick timeline scrubbing and effects application. The software is actually decent and writes configs to the onboard memory, so you don't need to keep that garbage running in the background, but damn, this thing is heavy and feels like holding a brick. Would I buy it? Yes, it's cheap, reliable, and perfect for video editing, despite being as old as my grandmother's cat. SteelSeries Aerox 9. This mouse is like a cheese grater with RGB. It's got holes everywhere, but somehow manages to pack 12 side buttons in a lightweight 89-gram package, which is great for those long editing sessions. The software is absolute garbage though, filled with useless features like screen recording and audio EQ that nobody asked for, and the side buttons feel different from each other, which is just weird. Would I buy it? Maybe, if you want a lightweight editing mouse and don't mind dealing with annoying software updates every time you turn on your computer. Razer Naga V2 Pro. This beast comes with 3 swappable side plates and a fancy scroll wheel that you can customize more than your Instagram filters, plus it's got that sweet wireless freedom. The battery life is amazing at 150 hours, but holy crap, this thing weighs 134 grams and costs as much as a week's worth of groceries. Would I buy it? Yes, it's expensive as hell, but the versatility and customization options make it worth every penny for serious video editing. Redragon M913 Impact Elite. This budget warrior comes with 12 programmable buttons and wireless capability at a price that makes you question if they're making any profit at all. The buttons are a bit mushy compared to the premium options, and the software looks like it was designed in 1995, but it gets the job done if you're not too picky. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's a solid choice if you're broke but want to dip your toes into the world of editing mice without selling your kidney. Corsair Scimitar RGB Elite. Look, 17 programmable buttons might seem like overkill, but when you're knee-deep in your editing timeline, having shortcuts for literally everything is pretty sweet. The side panel can be adjusted back and forth to fit your hand size, which is neat, but let's be real, this thing is chunky as hell and might be too heavy for some people. The software is a bit clunky and feels like it was designed by someone who's never used a computer before. Would I buy it? Maybe. If you can get past the learning curve, it's actually pretty useful for editing. Razer Naga Pro Wireless. This bad boy comes with 3 swappable side panels, and switching between them is smoother than your latest video transition. The battery life is impressive at 150 hours over Bluetooth, but they couldn't be bothered to include the charging dock unless you shell out an extra 20 bucks, which is kind of a dick move. The optical switches are rated for 70 million clicks, so you can rage click through your rendering errors all day long. Would I buy it? Yes. The versatility and wireless freedom make it worth the investment. Logitech MX Ergo. This chunky trackball mouse is like having a tiny bowling ball under your thumb, but it's surprisingly precise for video scrubbing. The 20-degree tilt feels amazing for long editing sessions, and you can customize every button for different editing software. The only downside is that it still uses micro USB in 2025, which is about as modern as editing on VHS. Would I buy it? Yes, your wrist will thank you after those 12-hour editing marathons. Corsair Scimitar Elite Wireless. Finally, they cut the cord on this beast, and it gets up to 120 hours of battery life. The 12-button side panel is great for macros, but let's talk about that scroll wheel. It's got more reported issues than a Hollywood celebrity's marriage. The wireless performance is solid though, with no noticeable lag or stutters. Would I buy it? No. Stick with the wired version unless you really hate cables. Logitech G500 II. The DPI shift button is a game changer for video editing. I can quickly switch between zipping across dual monitors and slowly retouching frames with just one click. The scroll wheel can switch between tactile and free spin modes, which is amazing for timeline scrubbing, but damn, this thing sounds like a cheap toy when scrolling. Would I buy it? Yes. The 11 programmable buttons and ergonomic design make it perfect for long editing sessions. Razer ProClick Mini Wireless. This tiny beast can connect to 4 devices simultaneously and switch between them instantly, which is great when you're editing on multiple machines. The silent mechanical switches won't annoy your coworkers when you're frantically clicking through your timeline at 3 a.m., and the battery life is insane at 725 hours on Bluetooth. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's too small for larger hands, but perfect if you're editing on the go. HyperX Pulsefire Haste 2. This mouse is lighter than my will to meet deadlines, weighing just 53 grams, and the new HyperX 26K sensor makes timeline scrubbing smooth as butter. The mechanical switches are a bit too firm though. Sometimes my clicks don't even register, which is not what you want when you're trying to make precise cuts. Would I buy it? No. While it's great for gaming, the scroll wheel lacks a free scrolling mode, which is crucial for video editing. Razer Basilisk V3 Pro. This chunky boy has a smart reel scroll wheel that automatically switches between tactile and free spin modes based on how fast you scroll, which is perfect for flying through footage. The 11 programmable buttons and Focus Pro 30K sensor make it a productivity powerhouse, but at 112 grams, it's heavier than my student debt. Would I buy it? Yes, the Hyperscroll, tilt wheel, and customizable buttons make it a video editing dream machine despite the weight. Logitech MX Anywhere 3S. Let me tell you about this tiny beast that can scroll through 1,000 lines per second, perfect for those endless timelines in your editing software. The customizable buttons and app-specific profiles are great for different editing programs, but damn, the lack of a gesture button means you'll need to set up custom gestures for every single app, which is a pain in the neck. The 8,000 dots per inch tracking works on any surface, including glass, and the battery lasts 70 days, plus you can actually use it while charging, unlike that stupid Apple Magic Mouse. Would I buy it? Yes, it's compact, versatile, and perfect for editing on the go, even though the gesture controls could be better. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the mice for video editing for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.